Hey everyone, the Lunar Mega Crab is almost here, and with it a brand new building, the Shield Pulsar. And you can see right there, basically it's gonna make a shield around nearby buildings. And we're just gonna go over how it works, all the details you gotta know. Now you can see right there, every 10 seconds or so, it just makes a new shield, even while we're scouting. And if you drop like one rifle over here, it's a max rifle, so buildings are going to die in just a few shots. But on all the buildings the shield goes around, it's about 1000 HP. So not a crazy amount, but when you have stages with a bunch of shields, it's going to add up. And the building itself has a bunch of health too, about 20,000. So kind of like a full level proto. We do have some cool boosts for Lunar Crab. Just like last year, it's gonna all be troop health. So starting off at 25% and every 10 stages going up by 25. So doing some math, once you get to stage 60, you should have 175 troop health as a final bonus. There's also no temporary abilities, so maybe making this crab a little shorter than it could have been. And here seeing 4 shield pulsars right next to each other. And they have a sizable range. It's about the same as a cryobomb. In fact, the way these buildings are in this crab, they're just replacing all the cryobombs you would normally see. So just taking maybe 1 or 2 extra shots on these levels. And the buildings themselves, again with their higher HP. Can speed up this part. It might affect low levels quite a bit since 1000 HP for them matters a bit more. But even at higher levels. So let's check out a stage a bit further up. Stage 30 over here. And if you look at the boost, because it went up by 25%, we'll have 100% troop health here. And we'll check it out. So like we said before, it's replacing cryobombs. You should see quite a few on every grab stage, and they're 20,000 health. Like normal buildings, some of them have around the same, rockets, cannons. But snipers, like cryobombs would only have maybe 1000 health. So it's not a building you can just art out in just one hit. And because it's every 10 seconds, it also accounts for the scouting time. So right now, you can scout as long as you want, it's fine. But as soon as you press attack, you get like 30-40 seconds of scouting. And it's still counting that time for the shields. So as you wait just a couple more seconds, get the first shield pulses. Maybe you want to really scout normally first, and as soon as you press attack, just go straight in. It might save a few seconds of getting that first shield off. Another thing is, it's not like a Kavan's crystal shield where you can do a doom cannon shot and only the shield breaks. Whatever extra damage you have, it still transfers on the building. So if you throw an art here, around a full health shield, it's still gonna do whatever extra damage to that sniper. Not super broken like it could have been. Which means when you do stuff like bombers, even if it hits a shield, all that extra damage will still go on that building. And the other cool thing is, even if the building itself is destroyed, if those 10 seconds of shield are still active, it's still gonna go on through. So if you kill one of the shields, maybe a bit more arts, the shields on the right are still active for those few seconds, and then they just disappear after that. Really shouldn't matter much, but just to be aware, if you're ever gonna kill a shield, gotta wait a few seconds for the current one to expire. And it might be the first time we have a building that's really just focused on defense. Even cryobombs, before when we had fireworks crab, they cleared mines for you, slowed down buildings. Now it's kind of the opposite. Maybe making this crab a little shorter than the ones before. And we'll show a hit to get a feel of it, using the classic combo bullet mech bombers. And as far as best statues for this crab, just all the TD you can get your hands on. So just rocking 1 GBE, 1 troop health, and all the rest troop damage, like 10-11 of them. So let's boost up and give it a shot. Can do an engraver statue too, why not? For crab, sabotage should be the best option. Too bad it's only for 12 hours, so if you want to grind a crab, gotta use it a few times. And we're gonna have max stats past stage 60, 175 troop health. And you got some shield pulsers mixed around. It's basically wherever you would find a normal cryobomb. And here, let's try a hit going from left side. Like we said before, that 10-second countdown for shields, it starts as soon as you press attack. So if you want to save a few seconds, or without that shield, you can just scout real good, and right when you press attack, drop all the troops. So once we go in, gonna waste no time, just start dropping everyone. And you see after a few more seconds, shields are gonna start going. Also, there is a cool thing where you can even shock shields. So if you shock the actual building, they're no longer gonna pulse around that side. So if you really want to stop that from happening, you can go ahead and shock the building itself. But don't think it's gonna matter too much, especially since damage that bombers do or any troop, it still transfers over. So all that's really happening is just an extra 1000 shield for a few items. There still is some long-term effects though, especially since we're not gonna have normal cryobombs, maybe a bit harder time clearing mines. And if not that, the building itself is 20,000 HP. Normal cryobombs are like 1000, so taking a little longer to kill the building. Let's go on the left side. And maybe it's a good thing making crab a little bit shorter. We won't have to worry too much about having to grind to like stage 200, 300. But maybe it's nice for some people, just getting to crazy levels. If anything, it still is a cool building. Active throughout the whole match. And just keep on doing those shields. And let me know what you think about the new shield pulser and just the idea of them having new buildings every time you do crab. That's a shield pulser in action, and sure, it's going to be a cool new feature. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.